Hi, I'm sweat instructor Brittany Williams, and I'm here with Pop Sugar to go through a 30-minute full body bar workout. The equipment that you'll need today, some light dumbbells. I'm working with 3 pounds, but you can use anywhere from 2 to 8 pounds, whatever you have at home. If you want to use a can of soup, if you want to use laundry detergent, jugs of water, if you don't have dumbbells, that works too, or you can use no equipment. You also need a chair. If you don't have a high-backed chair, that's totally fine. You just need something that's gonna be about waist height to help you with support. So a countertop, a table, or the back of a couch will also work. You also generally need some space and a yoga mat and some water because you always need to hydrate. Today's class will be broken up into a couple different sections. We'll start with a warm-up. Then we'll focus on arms, we'll do leg work, and we'll finish off with core, all done in under 30 minutes so you can get back to your day. All right, are you ready? Let's get started. We're gonna start with our warm-up. So you're gonna start in a wide second position. So for those of you who are not familiar with the wide second position, your toes are gonna turn out on the diagonal. You're gonna bend your knees so that your knees are in line with your second and third toe. We're gonna do this position a couple times, so I want you to note what this looks like. So this is wide second. From the side, you'll notice that my shoulders are over my hips. All right, let's get started. So you're gonna bend and then reach to the opposite direction, pointing your toe as you do. Down, up, down, up. This full range here is to get the full body moving, get the heat rising in today's class. Big inhale and big exhale. I want you to connect with your breath. That's really gonna help maximize your work. All right, so now you're gonna hold low and wide second. You're gonna lift up to first, back down, lift, lower. So you're just bringing the heels together. Make sure you alternate which leg comes in so that you're getting even work on both sides. So this is first position, second, first, down, up, down. Core is tight, shoulders over your hips the whole time. Good. Now hold in wide second. You're gonna reach high, pull low. Reach high, pull low. This arm movement is gonna help through the back as well as the core. Your core is not just your abs, it's your abs as well as your back, everything that connects into the hips as well. Breathe. Inhale, exhale, come on. That's it. Don't be afraid to take up space. We are warming up here. All right, hold low. Now, back to wide second to first for the last time. Ooh, yes. If you want to keep moving the arms here, you can. That's up to you. But make sure you're staying upright with the chest. So if the arms start to make you come down here, then keep them up, or keep them down on your hips. You want to keep your chest proud. We come to the ground in just a few seconds. A few more. Whew. All right, good. Now, come down to a forearm plank. So both forearms are gonna be parallel to each other. Back is flat, feet are hip width apart. I want you to alternate lifts of the legs. So lift, lift, lower. Lift, lift, lower. You're gonna squeeze your glutes, keeping the back flat, core engaged. If this is too much, I want you to come to straight arms and do the same thing. A few more. Good. Now, keep both feet on the ground, just bend your knees. Bend left twice, then right twice. Bend, bend, switch, switch. Abs in tight, weight is over your elbows, back is flat. And remember, you can always come to straight arms if you need. Breathe, 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 breathe. We only have 1 minute left in our warm up here. Feel the heat rising. Good. Now come to your back. You're gonna come everything long, then drive everything in for a double leg reach. So drive in, long. Exhale, inhale. Again, that mind-body connection really starts with the breath here. We only have 1 change left here in our warm-up as we really focus in on the core. All right, rest your head. Arms are gonna go long. We're gonna do scissor kicks. So point your toe and cross one leg over the other. Now, if this hurts your back, or if you have an arch in your back, I want you to bring your hands underneath your hips. That's gonna help with leverage. And I'm gonna do that today. I get it, some days we need to modify, that's totally fine. Switch, switch. Keep the legs as low as you can while keeping the low back pressing into the mat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully release. Great work. Warm-up's done. Let's get into arm work. So go ahead and grab your weights. One weight in each hand. We're gonna start in a wide second position again. So feet are wide, toes turn out. Bend both knees, and then tuck your hips under slightly so your back is flat. I'll show you from the side. So if you're here, you wanna make sure your back is flat. Think about pulling your belly button up and in, and your shoulders stay over your hips. All right, now bring your arms in front of you, palms face up. You're gonna alternate lifting your heels as you bicep curl. So it's curl, lift, lower, curl, lift, lower. As you lift the heels, you're gonna pulse the body down, up, down, up. You're gonna feel this in the inner and outer thighs, as well as the biceps, the top of the arm. Good. Each change is 30 seconds. Good. Now, you're gonna reach long, lift, pull. Reach long, lift, pull. Your glutes lower down as you reach long, you pull and lift up. Breathe. Breathe. That's it. Make sure you're not coming all the way to standing. If this is too much, stay still with the legs and just work the arms. The arms here is the focus. Now hold everything long, tiny pulses. So you pulse up and up. Ooh, this burns the shoulders. As you pulse the arms up, you wanna make sure you're not leaning backwards. So make sure you're engaging through the core and find the burn in the top of the arms. Straightest arms here. I know you wanna bend them. Breathe. That's it. We're coming out of this wide second position in just a few seconds. Hold tight. Pulse, pulse. Good. Now come to a first position, heels together, toes apart, arms at 90. You're gonna open, close, lift up, down. Open, close, lift, lower. So you're opening into a chest press, and then you're pressing up with your shoulders. So chest, shoulders, chest, shoulders. Breathe. Little bend in the knees, core engaged. Now listen up. Palms face down. You're gonna do 2 hammer curls, hinge back, 2 tricep extensions. I'm gonna show you from the side. 2 bicep curls, hinge, 2 tricep lifts. So it's curl, curl, reach, lift, lift. Curl, curl, reach, lift, lift. Biceps, triceps. Pulse, pulse, reach, pulse, pulse. Good, on this last one, hold the hinge, arms are long behind you, flip your palms up and down. Up, down. Oh yes, this burns through the triceps. You wanna fight to keep your arms completely straight and as high as you can. If this hurts your low back, come upright a little bit more, but try to keep that hinge. All right, that was 1 set of arms. We're gonna do this 1 more set through. That's it, you've got it. All right, come back to the beginning. Feet wide, bend your knees in wide second. Arms come forward, palms are up. Curl, lift, curl, lift. Sink low, find the burn here. What I love about this arm series is that you're still working the lower body as well. Full body workout here. You're gonna feel this in your thighs, your calves, your core should be tight, but the focus, no matter what, is on the biceps and the arms. That's it. All right, now reach forward, pull, lift, reach forward, pull, lift. Pull all the way back. So from the side, you're reaching, then pulling. Reach low, pull back. So as you pull back, you wanna squeeze the shoulder blades together. That's gonna make sure you're maximizing the work in the back, in the upper back. Oh yes, that pulse movement is coming up in a second. That's the big burner, so prepare yourself. Good, now hold everything long. Tiny pulses, lift, lift. Make sure you're not leaning forward. Close your eyes if you need to. Tiny lifts, lift and lift. If this is too much, go down to 1 weight. and just hold one weight with both hands. Make this workout work for you. We're gonna come upright in just 1 second. Breathe, up, up. It's small, it's controlled. Yes, that's it. Now come upright, heels together, toes apart. Little bend in the knees. Chest, close, shoulders, lower. It's open, close, reach, lower. Make sure you're only lowering so that your elbows come to shoulder height. Woo, my shoulders are on fire this second set, come on. Woo, yes, that's it. Be intentional, slow the movement down if you need to. You want form over everything else. Quality versus quantity. Good, all right. Now arms in front of you. 2 bicep curls, 2 tricep pulses. Biceps, triceps, biceps, triceps. I'll show you from the side once more. We only have 1 change left here, so really maximize every minute that's left. Well, there's less than a minute, so every second that's left. You wanna squeeze through the arms. Last change, hold it behind you, flip the palms. Front and back. Down and up, down and up. Now, if you want a little bit of a challenge, who doesn't love a challenge? Rise off of your heels so that you're just floating on your tippy toes, heels are glued together. This is optional. It's if you're feeling good. If you're not, just focus on the arm work. Less than 10 seconds. Breathe, lift a little higher. Abs in tight, you have it. For 3, 2, 1. Whew, great work. Set your weights down, grab a sip of water. Wonderful work. So, your heart rate should be elevated. We're moving on to leg work now. We've warmed up our legs through our warm up and our arm series, so you should be plenty warm. Go ahead and grab your chair. So, for this next series, you wanna make sure you are to the side of the chair. We're gonna start in a parallel position. So you wanna make sure your legs are glued together, with your feet glued together, your thighs glued together the whole time. You're gonna stand proud and reach your arm in front of you. If at any time the arm in front of you gets a little heavy, bring your hand to your hip. All right, let's begin. Rise up to your tippy toes. Remember, everything glued together. Bend your knees, sink low. Abs are in tight, shoulders relaxed down the back, arm is in front of you. Begin pulsing. Small pulses to start. Your heels are lifted high. I'm gonna show you from the side. So you can see my shoulders are over my back, so my back is flat. My shoulders are relaxed, they're not up here. And I'm pulsing through this movement to find the burn in my quads. You wanna stay low. Keep it small and don't come up to straight, so it's not like this. It's small, it's controlled. All right, let's add some movement. You're gonna step out, together, step, together. You might find some shakiness. I'm definitely shaking already, and that is normal. That is your body working at its fatigue point. So in bar, it's a lot of small movements. The goal is to stay as close to the point of fatigue as you can and work from there. So right at that point where your legs start to burn, that's your working zone. Good. Now hold the feet hip width apart. You're just gonna lift and lower your arms. So it's up, down, up, down. You're pulsing the whole time. That pulse is small. It's just down, 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 down. If this is too much, come to flat feet and pulse from there. Your pulse may not be as big, and that's okay. We want it to be small anyways. But if you can, stay on your tippy toes. Good work. Good. Now hold your arm forward, just your heels. Lower, lift, lower, lift. I'll show you from the side. Maximize the work in the calves here, the lower leg. So it's squeeze, release the calves. Squeeze, release the calves. If you want to add the arm to keep working the arm, you can. If you do, you're an overachiever, and I like that. Come on. Up, down. Good. Now flatten your feet. You are gonna bring your hand to your hip. You're gonna lunge straight back, then step into a curtsy. Lunge, curtsy. lunge, curtsy lunge. So foot is straight back, then on the diagonal. You're gonna feel this in the quad of your standing leg. That's it. Chest proud. Breathe. We got it. Good, good, good. Now, you're gonna hold it in your curtsy lunge. So on the back diagonal. You're gonna hold the body still, just lift the front heel. So heel lifts, lowers, lifts, lowers. As you get tired, you're gonna find yourself rising up. That's the opposite of what you wanna do. Sink low, come on. Lift, lower, press through all 5 toes of the front leg. Press, release, squeeze, release. Breathe, breathe. Now hold your heel lifted. Here comes your balance challenge. Arm goes up, down. You're on both tippy toes. You're sinking low. If and only if you feel good, both arms up, down. Challenging your balance, core is in tight. If you need to keep the hand on the support, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't beat yourself up about it. Breathe, up, down. Remember, both arms, if you can, always staying on both tippy toes. Woo, few more. Good. Now flatten your front foot, arm stays overhead. You are going to hinge forward as you lift the back leg. Then step down. Hinge lift, lower back down. I'll show you from the side. So it's hinge lift, lower back down. Hinge lift, lower back down. If you need to turn to face your support and bring both hands on the support, that's gonna help you stabilize and give you more balance. Good. Now hold here. You're gonna extend and bend both legs. I'll show you from the side. So it's extend, bend, bend. Your hips are slightly open. If you need to bring your hand to your hip, that's fine. So reach long, bend in. Reach long, bend in. Both legs moving. I want your core to be engaged. Yeah? Good. Now, lower, lift, bend, extend. Lower, lift, bend, extend. I want you to think about your angles. So your leg is completely straight as you lower lift. Your toe is pointed strong. And as you extend, squeeze the glute. So it's bend, squeeze, lower, squeeze. Now keep the legs straight, just lower and lift. You can keep your arm in front of you for a little bit more challenge. You can also bring it out to the side. Find what works for you. Now here, squeeze as you lift. Squeeze as you lift. I think about a string pulling me up. Squeeze. All the work in the outside of the glutes. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. One change left. Abs tight. Hold it up. This is the challenge. Little pulses at the top. So keep the whole body long, core is engaged, and keep your leg as high as you can. This is it. Lift, lift. Squeeze your glutes up and up. Higher. Lift, lift. You have less than 30 seconds left, and then we switch sides. Come on. Up, up. Strong point of the toe. Can you get it longer and higher? Yes. Breathe. I asked the questions, can you? But I know the answer is yes. Come on. For a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, great work. Great work. Grab a sip of water. I have bad news. We have 2 sides, 2 legs. That means we gotta do it again. So this time, you're gonna bring your chair to the other side of your mat. Catch your breath, breathe. You know all the moves. We're gonna start with our feet together, and then again, we'll move to the lunges and the lifts. Simple. Hard, but simple. Okay, bring your side into the bar. You're gonna zip your feet, thighs together. Chest is proud, shoulders are relaxed down the back. Hand can be to the hip if you need to, or bring it forward for a little bit more of a challenge. Rise up to your tippy toes, bend your knees, keeping your thighs zipped together. Shoulders are over your hips, core is engaged. Start with your pulses. Pulse, pulse. Remember, each change is just 30 seconds. Think about checking off a to-do list each time we finish a change. That's closer to the finish. I'm obsessed with to-do lists, so that makes me excited. It might not make you excited, but if you're that kind of personality, I like that visual, just getting things done today. Pulse, pulse. Whew, relax. All right, now you're gonna add that step out to the side. Side, together. Side, together. Remember, you're pulsing each time. So it's down, 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 down. Try to stay on your tippy toes. If you need to come to flat feet, you can, and that's okay. If you need to just do that for a couple changes, then get back into the work on your tippy toes, that is my preference. So instead of taking the modification the whole time, you take a quick break, then come into it. Come back into it. Good. Now hold it apart. Pulse, lift the arm. Pulse lower. Pulse, lift. Pulse lower. Good. Feet are hip width apart. So that means make sure your feet aren't like wide. Make sure your knees aren't pressing out. You want your feet right in line with your hips. And you're just pulsing. Control is the name of the game here. Abs tight, shoulders relaxed. Whew, breathe. Bar is just a series of pulses. All right, now you can hold your arm high or in front of you. Heels lower, heels lift, heels lower, heels lift. Your hips, your core, stay still. The work is the lower body. You notice, I'm not getting any taller. I'm not lifting and lowering. I'm just lifting the heels, keeping a bend in the knee. I'll show you from the side. See how I'm not getting any taller? I wish I was like 1 inch taller, but that's okay. Not today. Good. Now, flatten the feet. Hand comes to the hip. Lunge, curtsy lunge. Lunge, curtsy lunge. This is the burnout for that front thigh. You're gonna stay low in the movement. If this is too much, I just want you to step back and come all the way up to standing. So that's gonna be a little bit easier. So don't cheat yourself. If you don't need the modification, don't take it. Stay low. Only a few seconds left. Oh, yes. All right, now hold it in your curtsy so the back leg is on the diagonal. Your front heel. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Remember, arm can be in front of you or above you. It's gonna make it harder. I know you wanna make it harder. Yeah, come on. Up, down, squeeze, lift, lower. Focus on your front calf. Up, down, up, down. Make sure you're not leaning forward, making sure you're upright. Yes, good. Here comes that isometric hold. That means nothing in the lower body moves. Stay on your tippy toe. Arm lifts, lowers, lifts, lowers. Yes? Can you sink a little bit lower? Remember, I know that the answer to the question is yes. See how my leg is shaking? That's what I want. I want you to find that point, your limit, and I want you to prove to yourself that you can pass through. Lift higher on your heels, sink your glutes lower. That's the work right there. Come on. Good. Flatten the foot, front foot, leg, arm overhead. Lift for 2 counts, then lower for 2. Slow, lift. Lower. I'm gonna move so you can see me from the side. It's lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Your hips are open. Whew. Yes, that's it. Now, hold it up, both legs. Extend, bend, extend, bend. Reach, bend. Remember your arm options always. Hand can come to the hip. Arm overhead is gonna be a little harder. Also, both hands can come to your support for maximum stability. You also can fold your forearms as well. You have options. If you have low back pain here, I want you to come completely upright. That's gonna make it easier on your low back. Okay, that's that on. Lower, lift, legs, bend, extend. Straight leg down, up, knees, bend, extend. Straight leg in the lower and lift. Oh, yes. Feel yourself reach for the other side of the room. Reach long. Bend, reach long. That's it. 2 changes left, 1 minute. All right, just lower and lift. Hip is open, chest is proud, and you are squeezing, squeeze through the glutes. Squeeze, tap, tap, squeeze. Core is tight. Sometimes I like to put my hand on my core. Make sure I'm bracing the core, belly button up. That's it, lift. Lift, oh yes. One change left. Find your best self right here, come on, up. Up, here it is. Hold it up, tiny pulses. Lift, lift, lift. Oh yes, I can feel the shake. Leg is extended long, squeezing, squeeze, squeeze. You can even put your finger on your glutes and find that deeper contraction. Contract, contract. Be proud through the chest. Breathe. Less than 10 seconds to go. That's it. Yep, yep, yep. For 5, 4, higher, 3, higher, 2, 1. Wonderful work. Breathe. Great job. Let's move on to abs. Gotta keep moving. Gotta keep moving. Okay, so, I'm out of breath. That wasn't easy. We're gonna come down to this ab series. We're gonna do this 2 times through. 4 movements, 2 times through, then we're done. Done. Okay, come to seated. Your feet are gonna come flat onto the ground with your knees bent. Bring your hands underneath your thighs. Then round back slightly to the point where you find a little bit of a quiver through the core. So you should have to engage the core to hold yourself here. Then you're gonna reach your arms forward. I'm gonna flex my feet. I have some hip flexor stuff. I'm a runner. I always tend to feel at my hip flexors, and I find that flexing the feet is better for me. If flat-footed is better for you, do it. Now, you're gonna reach back, then come up. Switching sides, finding this twist through the obliques. This is the seated pulse back with a twist. So twist, reach, release. Think about something that you want, all the way back there, you're reaching it. Reach, release, reach, release. Good. Now, hold center. Same thing with the back, but this time, you're gonna alternate lifting your legs. Lower, lift. If this is too much, hands come underneath the thighs, and you just focus on lowering, lifting the back. It's small. So don't make it big, don't rock. I want it to be small and controlled. Yes, good. Good. Think about knee into the chest. Chest is proud and lifted. Good. Now, Russian twists. You can keep your feet on the ground or bring them up. Hands come to prayer. Twist side to side. I want your whole torso to twist. Again, if feet in the air is too much, feet on the ground is fine. You also can bring your arms straight, palms together. That's really gonna help you twist through the core and not the shoulders. Yes, good. Now, last change, this set. You're gonna bring your legs up, arms forward, boat pose. You're gonna hold still. Relax the shoulders, maybe close your eyes, breathe. I love these isometric holds to really challenge both your mind and your body. You can do anything for 30 seconds. Yes, breathe. Remember, after this, we have 1 set left and then you're done with class. Breathe. Okay, feet down, flexed or flat, up to you. Reach back, forward, back, forward. Make sure you're twisting through the obliques. This second set might be a little bit harder because we're really fatiguing the obliques here. I want you to challenge yourself. I want this set to be better than the last. Breathe, come on, back, up, back, up. Self-belief will get you through any challenge. Come on. Make sure your knees stay parallel to each other. Now hold it here. It's back, lift the knee, back, lift the knee. Remember, hands can come under the thighs if you need. Both feet can stay down if you need, and just focus on the core. You wanna find that contraction point where you have to really brace the core to hold yourself up. 1 minute left after this. Then we stretch and we're done, we're out of here. Come on. This is really where you really have to push. Legs up, Russian twists. Remember your modifications. You can always bring the feet down to the ground, but whatever you're doing, your full shoulders, your core, everything is twisting side to side. Oh yes, come on. Twist, twist. Arms can go long as well for a little bit more. Come on. This is it. This is it, about 35 seconds left of your class. We're gonna finish with that challenge. Boat pose hold. Last change of the day. Come on, shoulders relaxed, legs are lifted. If you can straighten your legs here, you can, but don't feel like you have to. Breathe. Your best self is here within you. You have to believe in her every single day. You're gonna have moments where you feel like you're gonna give up, but today is not one of those days, and right now is not one of those times. Lift, breathe. We've got this. Come on, breathe. Stick with it. Stick with it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, great work. Great, great work. Let's stretch. Oh, that was good. Bring your right leg in, left leg. Go straight. Reach for your toes. Looking underneath the arms. Great work, you guys. I love that you can get a full body workout in just 30 minutes with bar. It doesn't have to have a lot of jumping. It can be low impact. That's totally fine. I really gravitated towards bar because I have arthritis. And so I need low impact exercises. Did I say switch sides? If I haven't, switch sides. And that was really important for me, to be able to get a full body workout quickly, low impact. Yes, yes, yes. Carefully release. Bring your feet together in a butterfly, hinge forward. Because we got so much going on in life, you know? We just need 30 minutes. Doesn't have to be crazy. Ooh, relax the shoulders. Good. Now come up to standing. Cross one arm over the body, arm is straight. Switch sides. And carefully shake it on out. Ooh, yes. Great work today. That was an awesome 30-minute class. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, my name is Brittany Williams, and if you want to do more bar classes with me, you can find my bar program exclusively in the Sweat app, which is available today. Thank you so much for working out with me today. I can't wait to see you next time.